Thank you so much for having me. The election day was largely very peaceful from morning up until the polls closed, but it was marred by massive delays in ballot papers, especially in Harare, Bulawayo, and some parts of Manicaland. And this was it disenfranchised many voters on the day. It ended up making about 1 million voters not to be able to cast their ballots. Some of them even cast their ballots right after midnight, and on the following day when the president said that the election day could continue the following day.
So how did the results come to be announced, and did it surprise you at all?
In terms of the parliamentary vote, the opposition got its normal traditional votes in the urban areas, and the ZANU-PF got its rural base quite strongly. But we then got to find out that ZANU-PF could not get the two-thirds majority that it got in the previous election, which was a welcome development, especially from the political scientists who say that it is good because no one will be able to change the constitution. But when it comes to the presidential vote, it was quite shocking that the CCC president got 44%, which is quite a low mark from what he got in 2018. Political analysts felt that he should have gotten a better scoring there. There was reports of vote rigging, and right now there's still a debacle around the presidential vote, which could go to the courts.
Well, the opposition says they won't accept the results. What have election observers said about the contest?
The SADC Observer Mission came out strongly on Friday, saying that this election fell short of international and regional standards. The EU also say that this election was also held in an environment which was full of intimidation, and that is so telling on the result of this election, and it could, in a way, discredit the credibility of this election. There is a SADC Observer Mission also that is coming in, a SADC Troika that is coming in today to also look into the political situation in Zimbabwe. Hopefully that a settlement should be conducted in the near future.
But this won't change the results that have been announced. Is that right? What happens next?
What happens next is that the CCC is approaching the courts with a petition to strike down this election result. Hopefully that they have all the evidence that they need to be able to do that. ZANU-PF is adamant, saying that they won fair and squarely. It's left to be seen whether the courts are going to give the CCC a better judgment this time around. As we know that in 2018, they struck down their petition saying that it did not meet the court's requirements.
So for now, Zimbabwe remains in political limbo. Voters must be quite frustrated about this.
Yes, Zimbabwe right now does not know where the country is headed. Are we headed towards a rerun or a government of national unity? People are not really in the know right now. The ZANU-PF government has stalled its inauguration of the president pending the court appeal. So there is a political limbo, definitely. But there is hope that there will be a settlement that will be held, that will be reached, especially from SADC.
Of course, this is all a bit of deja vu with opposition leader Nelson Chamisa in 2018 challenging his election loss then to Mnangagwa. But you said this vote appears to be a little bit closer, a tighter race?
Yes, it was actually predicted to be a tight race, but we ended up getting President Emmerson Mnangagwa getting 52.6% and Chamisa getting 44%, which means that President Mnangagwa managed to win at least by percentage, by 1%. That is go over the line of 50 plus 1%. but according to election agents, they're saying that there was massive vote rigging on the day of election, of the announcement of election results. The CCC did not sign the final voter tally, which means that they are still in argument that there was a gigantic fraud, according to Nelson Chamisa.
Just finally, how difficult will it be for any opposition to wrest control from the ruling ZANU-PF?
As you know, that ZANU-PF has been in control for about 43 years now, since the ouster of Robert Mugabe in 2017. It seems that it's becoming stronger, it's revitalizing itself, and it's very, very difficult for any opposition party to be able to dislodge a ruling party which has state resources and state institutions in its backing it. It's going to be a difficult walk, but as what happened in Zambia, where an opposition party came into the fore, there are hopes that in Zimbabwe it could happen in the near future. Maybe not now, but in the near future.
Well, Nyasha, thanks for updating us and summarising that so clearly. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.